Hi guys, I'm ExactChaos and welcome back to another episode of Airport CEO on the Real Airlines playthrough over here. Yes, in the last episode we spent a bit of time on getting all of these other stands open and just getting it kind of to function a little bit better, operate smoothly and so on. What I've done in between episodes is I've also started to just put a little bit of flooring in so that we can kind of see in the areas where we're kind of finished with what we were doing. We obviously still need to do the other side of these. What I also did is, and this is quite exciting, is I worked a little bit on the drop-off area. I put some lighting in there for one thing, but what I've also done is I've balanced our lane requirements a little bit better. And I've separated the lanes so that it's easier to use. So let's quickly see what's going on over here. So, and you can see no big massive queue trying to get in. There's a little bit of trouble going on over there, but having a few vehicles kind of queue up over here is not the end of the world. The fact that we've got everybody in is absolutely awesome. Absolutely awesome. So what we've got going on here is we've got a two split, and I've moved them a little bit further away so that we can actually have two cars that's kind of one behind the other turn at the same time without actually causing delay at all. So that is quite good. Then they come and drive in over here. If you're using on the right side, you're going down into parking or to these drop-off areas over there. If you're using the left side, you're going straight around to these drop-off areas over there. So that effectively means that they're pretty well balanced. It does mean that these two inside ones, because that's the outbound for all of these guys, all right? These two in between are slightly less busy than the outside two, because the outside two also carries the traffic from the parking lot underneath. But anyway, I think this will work a fair bit better. If I speed up the simulation a little bit, we will see, I think, it work a little bit better. I am wondering whether I need to do a little something over here to try and just get that one to work a bit better. But we'll see. Yeah, this is actually becoming a little bit of a problem now. But I think there was a mass release of vehicles at the moment. Yeah, look at that. There's something funny going on over here. But anyway, we're not going to bother with that in this episode. We'll let this thing clear itself out. I think it will clear itself out without too much problems. What I do want to do is, quickly run through some of the things that we've seen in the comments. Yes, we have started seeing some de-icing happening, though there's no de-icing at the moment. I wonder why the lighting is not on this one. But anyway, so de-icing is happening over here. So that is going on. The overlay of international zone on stands. So there was a discussion around maybe the autoscheduler is actually assigning international flights to certain things because we haven't assigned with the overlays international zone. I don't think that is a thing. I don't think we can overlay international zone onto a stand. Okay, that doesn't actually work. Where we do that is if we go into the scheduler, we can actually dictate here which are international flights and which are not. So if we do that, we can just switch it on here. This one is international flights. So we switch it on or switch it off over there. So it's a manual thing that we do. Okay, there was also a question, should we please add more administrators so that we can get some better bonuses and things? And I can say that we have. I did go ahead and add a bunch more administrators specifically to reduce the salary cost and the upkeep cost. Staff productivity and marketing I can still add more, I believe. I don't think we've got a hard limit at the moment, but I'm kind of happy with what we've got going on over here. Maybe supplier discount will help us out a little bit, so we can go ahead and add some more, but I've upped these a lot because I think those were pretty big expenses for us. If we go to the economy, and yes, there was also a comment that we are actually making money, and if we look at the daily, we're definitely making money. The previous day was pretty good. The average daily is kind of okay, but what I was suggesting is that maybe we're not making as much money as we should. I mean, we obviously have room for a fair bit more planes, and so hopefully we can get making a little bit more money. Then there is the constant reminder to please add this airline, please do that airline. Look at my lighting. It's like, why is just half of them on? Are we running on like brownouts or something? I have no idea what's going on over here. I mean, it's in the middle of the night, and we only have some of them, some of them on. I have no idea why. So there's all kinds of questions. Please add Philippine Airlines. Please add, just anybody, British Airways or Air India. Just please add them. So there's a lot of competition. The reason those airlines are not added at the moment is because they will typically represent long-haul flights, which is not going to use airplanes that goes to the medium stand. So what we need to do is get our big boy stands up and running over here, and then we can go and add those airlines. And so there's going to be a ton of competition because we're only going to have, like, I don't know, 6 stands of that, 5 or 6 stands, big large stands. So we need to do that. So this episode is all about getting the large stands up and running. I think we're infrastructure wise, we're in there. All of this is working. I mean, even this is kind of functioning. We're not seeing any delays on the inbound. On the inbound, I mean, a little bit of interaction over here. Oh, look at that smooth turn over there. If you have both of them work at the same time, it's quite smooth. Look at that. Oh man, yeah, that's why that spacing is the way it is. Okay, now I've kind of finished off all of this. And we did this in the last episode. So now we need to get ready for the big stands. We've got a little bit of money, not tons of it though. So let's go and get the basics in place here for the large stands. We're going to need a fair bit of check-in. So let's go with these check-in machines. They can, anyway, we should start running them from the very edge over here. Okay, let's quickly just switch off the simulation. Okay, of that. Okay, now let's just go back and redo a little bit more of this. That's interesting. Why are some of them closed and some of them open as I activate this? Let's just close the rest of them. We don't want to get funny with this, but I don't think it's necessary though. We still need to kind of line it up and all these kind of things. And now I'm kind of tempted to extend it over here also. To have, well, these will have to run in here and these will have to run this way. So let's leave it as is, and then what we'll do is we'll grab maybe a couple of the others for this. This is for the medium stand still, so it's probably not what we're trying to achieve right this minute. So I'll do like 2 of them like so. I'm going to space it out a little bit so it's better, and then we'll get maybe a ton of these guys, and these I will just put in here so that there is lots of them. So something like that. Okay, that's kind of the idea. How are we going on money? That's not costing us too much. Okay, now what I also want to do is, and the question is, do we open up this whole thing to be kind of working together? I don't think so. What I will do though is we will run this down here, and we may narrow it down a little. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. And what I'll do is I'll get rid of that, and instead we'll just kind of run this over here. So that is a little weird, to be honest. We may want to widen this area out, or even incorporate this entire thing. Something we may want to do. We'll get there though. We'll get there though. So let's get some basic doors here. The big ones. I'm gonna start it off by let's just doing something like this. So yeah, something like that should just be fine. A good initial start over there. Then I'm gonna start running these in there. But what we'll do is I will actually create a little kind of corridor for our belt to run up here, and it probably will. This is a bit of a conundrum unless we run it into there or we create a separate little area. We're gonna have it's gonna be a little tight. Maybe what we do. How big is this? That is pretty sizable. That is pretty sizable. If we grab the copy tool, right? This is copy, right? Create a new template. So if I want to do that, right? I want to just grab this and just see how sizable that is. We could look at squeezing something in here, but then we'll just need to get our channel to work out a little bit better. So I'm quite comfortable that we can do something like this. And we just need to get that to work. Okay, so that's okay. Yeah, the question is, now, if I go ahead and remove this one. Oh, look at this. I like it. I do like it. I honestly, I do like it. We're not using it at the moment, but I think if I get rid of that one, yeah, like so, and we'll do a little bit of this, and then I'll get, yeah, so if we go now, and we say, well, that's the elevator in the middle of the kind of hallway over there. What I'm keen on doing is potentially just kind of running it in like so. I don't want to go any narrower than that. And we will do this. Okay. Then that should be sufficient space for us to do a little baggage scanning thingy. Let's have a look at that one more time. So if we grab this setup over here, and we, oh man, that's gonna be lovely. We can even get a little bit of a staff room going on in here also if we need to. So that'll work. We'll come back and place that as we go. So I am thinking we may open up this area to be a little bit bigger right here, but we'll get to that. At the moment, it should work just fine. Let's get our desks in place. So I'm going to start off with these guys, and I'm going to try and give us a decent spacing. Yeah, something like this is going to be fine. And for these, I may actually go ahead and put the others on the other side. Okay, so if we do something like that as a starting point, and then we'll grab these guys, and we'll just put like 2 of them in there. I don't want to go nuts with these things. Okay, so something like that. Okay, let's grab our walls out here. So we're gonna trim back the walls in all of these locations. Okay, and then we'll get, where is our belts? Get our belts. It's so close. I think we're doing a really effective job with our belting, so we don't need the very super high speed belts over here. Place all of that. We are still making money, but not quite at the pace I would like to make the money. So there we go. I think that's a pretty effective use of this area. Nice little thing that goes into our security screening over there. And we will get baggage claim here and probably baggage claim. Oh, the thing that we're missing though is we need a bit of an exit channel. So we may have to, yeah, things can get, well, actually, that can be up here though. Exit channel. It can go in there, but then we just need to make sure that there's a place to get it come out. Okay, I think that's going to be right in here maybe. Yeah, I like it. I like the idea of doing that. Then we have these separators completely. Okay, that's fine. That is fine. Now I'm going to do the copy over here. This is as close and tight as we can get it though. So if I do that, okay, that is the plan. Right, we're just going to grab that guy right there, and we're going to get it as close and tight as we can right here. And yeah, no staff room is going to be able to go in here. So if we do that, okay, at least, yeah, we didn't actually sort out, can we get rid of that? We didn't actually sort out the right directions over here, but it's at least we've got all the machines the way we wanted it. It cost us a fair bit of money. Oh, now we've got someone wanting to come and work here straight away. So we'll do something like that. I'm not too fond of this little loop there, but anyway, it'll do. Is all of this going in the right direction? No, we need a little bit of help over here, and then I think all of that is going in the right direction. So now this wants to go in. It's interesting that it's all fuzzy the wrong way around. Well, yeah, or it just looks weird the way I'm looking at it. So we just basically want it to pop up over there. So maybe what we'll do is we will align it over here like that, and actually kind of something like this, maybe. Ooh. Please don't do that. There we go. That's what I want. Now we'll drop that underneath, bring it back up and tie it in there. So that'll be nice and smooth. Yeah, I like that. I like that idea. Now let's go. We'll drop it down. We'll go through over here. We may as well just bring it back up right up here. So let's just see, what is the upbound one? Something like that I think should be fine. We go up over there, that'll pop in there. Excellent. Now we can just make sure to tie them up nicely like so. We'll go drop down and this will just kind of run underneath there. That's going to be our underneath section because we need these people to kind of walk through there. So that's going to be okay. This guy's kind of just hanging out. Okay, now what we need here is I want to create the exit channel. Okay, so let's get our walls in place. Yeah, so unfortunately it's just going to be something like this. We're going to open that up. We're going to open this up. And now we're going to need to secure this area, make it exits and all things like that. Yeah, I think that's going to be cool. I'm going to... I'm almost tempted to run it in there instead. Yeah, it's fine. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to widen it out just a tad like so. So it really feels like it's working the job over there. Now the question is around what we're doing over here with this. I'm thinking I may actually just get rid of that or use it to come into this side. So now we've got that on that side, but we probably need maybe another somewhere. So I'll have a look. This current setup isn't really working for me. So we'll see. We'll see how we kind of dictate and change that. Okay. What I also wanted to do over here is just make sure we grab ourselves some of these guys. And I was wondering, maybe what we do is we can squeeze it like this, right? So you can do a kind of the double step there. So we'll do a few of them like so that there's a little bit of room to kind of do that over there. And we can also add a few of them. Actually, let's put them up against the wall. If you don't put them up against the wall, you can actually get a information sign behind them. So let's do that. I kind of like that idea. So that feels like it's a good little check-in area. We do need to get some places where you can actually go upstairs. So we'll get to that. We'll definitely get to that. Now, let's get our secure areas sorted out. This will all be, well, we'll need to get them to exit over here. Yeah, so we'll have an exit channel thingy. How many can we squeeze in there, though? As is, probably just the one. Okay, so if we do something like that, we'll just make this entire area secure, please. Secure Zone 5. Thank you. Welcome to Secure Zone 5. We will be making all of the rest secure as well, but we just want to, as a starting point, get our basics up and running. And down there we go. So that's kind of the secure zone. We need to set up security upstairs for them to get into the secure zone. But if we do our exits over here, give me my exits. Yeah, unfortunately, we're only going to be able to do like the one right there. And I'm kind of tempted to do this. The idea is, though, we don't have an area where people can actually, unless, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to trim that back and make this entire area the secure zone thingy. The arrivals area. So it'll look cool. It'll look cool. Let's trim this stuff back. If I get rid of all of those, do we get a refund? Yeah, we do. We'll move that in there. And then my idea is actually now I'm going to run it down here, and that's going to be our secure zone arrival piece. Okay, yeah, I think that looks much better. That's going to be much better. So my plan is 5 by 5 like so. Let's see how can we do the exit stuffs over here so it makes a little bit more sense. If we do this and that, then this doesn't have to be secure zone. Yeah, I think that's going to be cool. And what we can do is we can run that in here a little bit more, get a little bit more room for some of these other facilities that's going to make sense over here. We'll have all of our arrivals and stuff over there. It's not the best area, but it kind of makes sense to me. So let's trim that. That doesn't have to be secure. This doesn't have to be secure. We'll trim that back, and we'll get the wall. We'll just move the wall over just a tad, so it looks really nice there. So we'll do this, we'll do that, and we'll see how we use this space. But I think that's a pretty good use there. So we'll have our baggage carousels and things over there, and we'll have our arrivals wall similar to this, obviously much smaller than that, to be honest. Right over there. So it might be a little kind of overpowering, but we don't have a lot of use for this. So we'll see. Maybe we have to do some other tricks as well. But anyway, for now, it should be okay. There we go. That's good. That's good. Now we need to get people upstairs and into the secure zones. Okay, so we need to go ahead and extend our construction over here. All right, that's as simple as that. We'll get our wall in there. We'll trim that wall back, and I'm still going to get rid of this thing, I'm very sure. And the question is, do we have all of this kind of linked up and working together? Well, the idea would also be that we'll run a little section through there. So we may actually split these up over here. Okay, let's find ourselves the right spot for our escalators to go upstairs. And I'm kind of tempted that it is over here. Let's get rid of this just now. Clear these for me. I'm kind of tempted. If we squeeze them, yeah, we can do something really cool over here. I think that makes sense for us to put that up there, the kind of the escalators. Let's get the escalators, and we're only going to be able to squeeze in one, unless we can. So let's do that. Actually, can I move it closer a tad? Yeah, something like this. And then we can actually have a little bit more room there. So grab me this. We'll trim it out a tad. We'll move it in there a little bit, and we'll get another escalator there. So we'll have the double escalator going up here. Okay, we may lock it down into this direction. We may. So yeah, anyway, we'll see how that goes. We don't need all of that space just yet. So that's the easy up to the top there. Then we need to get our security zone going on. We can also still add maybe a couple of lifts, the elevators in a few little spots. We don't have a lift to come down here though. Interesting. We don't need it. But we may want to have a look at it later. So that kind of works for me. Okay, now let's get our secure zone sorted out over here and let's do in fact do a split. So if we do, let's go in a little bit wider like so. And like that. So I'm tempted to, yeah, that's good. Then we can actually make use of that area, and then we'll start. Ooh, actually, to be honest, we don't want any of this because this is where the actual gates and security and stuff is going to be. So we would like to do it the other way around. We actually want to close this off over here so that this area doesn't actually mix. Okay, that's fine. I think, yeah, that's a much better approach. So we can actually use the same kind of secure area everywhere we go. Okay, that's going to be fine. There's a lot of room for security in here, a lot. And I'm kind of tempted that at some point we maybe move that one to the other side. It just feels like it's a little bit in the way over here. So I'm going to get rid of this thing right here, and we'll move it to, what direction did we use? Yeah, so we're doing something like that. So let's just do it right over there instead. Bring it back a little. Yeah, there we go. Something like that. Yeah, I think that's going to be better. Okay, that's going to be better. Now, secure zones or security pieces, bits and pieces. We'll go with the large guys over here, and I'm quite tempted to see about running it A few of them, ooh, that's not what I want. A few of them like this. Okay, so something like that as a starting point. And then we will run, ooh, that's not right. If we run it this way and that way and that way and that way and over there, that'll actually work to get people to enter that over there. Then we'll do similar thing over here and a similar thing over here as well. So these queues are tight, but I think it's okay. We don't want these queues to get longer than that, really. Okay, so we need a lot more guys, and we do need to get like the various sites and stuff. Okay, so with that in mind, let's actually wall it up all the way over there. So these guys move their way in here, and then this whole area needs to become like secure, and we do need to create a channel to get the guys into like the international zone, and I'm kind of tempted to do that over there. But before we do that, let's get our first stand, the very large guys. Large stands, I'm gonna go with these guys. We're on the wrong floor, of course. So if we squeeze it in like so at 300k, it's pretty pricey stuff there. Oh, we're still busy doing this? Nice. This isn't open, right? Close the stand, please. We'll get to that a little later. Well done, we've done it. Excellent. Now, good. Go upstairs. Let's just make sure to upgrade this. Get the jetway in there so we can start working with that. I like the way that it's actually allocated in this direction, so that we can have this whole area over here to sort out our stuff. So over here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to say, guys, we would like to get some of these. We need to sort out the international zone first. So if these guys are kind of tunneled through this area, then we will open them up into an area where they can pass through there. Is that what we're going to do? We're just going to do it straight over here and have more room. Yeah, I think that's what we'll do. Well, we will go. I'm kind of thinking and playing and all these kind of things. How wide do we have this? We've got this pretty wide, and we probably need a little bit more than that if we get the big stuff going on. So let's do about half of this thing. Yeah, I like that. That seems pretty good. And now, what is the sizing of our stuff, secure stuff? Like so. Just want to check it out. So if it's this way around, that's it's like all the way up there. All right, and the others the others are shorter, right? No, pretty much the same thing, all the way up there. So like into the halfway of that one. So something like this. No, don't do that. Something like that. That's the international zone, and we will go ahead and make that entire section part of the international zone. Yeah, that's quite cool. I hope that's okay. So from here we go and grab our pieces. I'm kind of tempted to grab like one over here. That's fine. Okay, and then we'll do all the others. So if we go with the others, and you guys asked me to please line them up. Yeah, so this is how we're lining them up. Yeah, that should line them up quite nicely. I'm just gonna run them all the way to the end. No need for us to mess around with that too much. Our money situation is not great yet again. Okay, so that's cool. That all should work really well. We need tons of people. Contracted spies, salesmen met. We had a penalty. I don't like that. And now over here, we need our exit channel. Actually, we need to be able to drop these guys down into the exit channel. So let's get our escalators yet again. So escalator. Ooh, we need international zone. Oh, actually, it's going to work. Okay, that's fine. So if I put the escalator right there, just so that it's a little further away. So that's kind of the plan. All right, just like so. We'll wall it off. Absolutely, we will wall it off. And what we'll do a little something like this. Like so, I'm going to put the big door in there. This time around, it'll be a big door. Come on. Just like so, and it'll feed into there with a ton of these desks. Ton of these, like these desks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, something like so. I like that idea. We'll stick with that for now. I'm also tempted to potentially wall off this section like so, right? To try that as a way of funneling people in there. You know what? Don't do this. Let's do it differently. Thank you. Get rid of all of those. What we'll do is I'll bring that out a little bit. Something like this, and then we'll have it all in here. I just need to redo my zones because, of course, when you do these things, the zones just get all kinds of wacky. Okay, and now we'll get the other bits again. No, not that one. This one. So what I want to do is this. There we go. How good is that? How good is that as an access point to get in there? I like that. That's even better. That's so clean. I like it. Okay, what are we doing? Oh man, we're kind of ending this episode and we still haven't got there. My goodness. Have we linked these up? These are linked up. Let's. We don't have it linked to a baggage bay yet, so let's connect the baggage bay over here. Thank you. We're not going to be able to run the stuff just yet. We still need the other bits and pieces. What I'll do is I'll quickly go ahead and add ourselves a carousel, maybe over here and over there. So we'll have 2 carousels to allow for people to come in from these areas and get their stuff. So as a carousel, we're going to want to do maybe something like this. Oh, and we need to, but we'll get the international zone stuff stopping over there. So if we say something like this, and I do want to make sure that we don't impede that exit too much, but I'm worried that this is going to be really small. You know what? We don't need it to be this shape. Let's shape it along here and have these guys exit straight that way. Yeah, I think that's going to be even better. So we'll have a nice big one over there, and we'll have another one that's coming in and do a little corner over here. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. So if we do something like this, we'll have these guys sit it out over there. We'll trim it back a little so it doesn't actually go up all the way there, and we'll have it run all the way there. Yeah, that's going to be cool. I like that. So what we'll do is we'll just tie that in straight over there. We'll tie that in straight over there. And that's going to be our baggage claim for this one. Might be a little small for all these big guys. We might add another baggage claim maybe on the other side. I'm kind of wondering whether that's a good idea to do. So we'll have one on both sides maybe. Yeah, something like that could work. So that's good. That goes in there. And yeah, that's kind of where it's going to go, guys. Sorry, I thought we were going to be able to get to the big plane straight away, but I think I like what we're doing over here. We're getting in there quite nicely. We're making a fair bit of, a little bit of money, not a lot, so that we can try and keep going on. We still don't have a big traffic jam down here. Gets a little busy here from time to time, but really very manageable in most cases. And yeah, the rest of it kind of works. I do like, there's no massive queues here. There are queues, but they kind of clear out each time a bus arrives. If each time a bus picks up, each time any of these vehicles pick up, they kind of clear out the queue that is there. So we don't have queues that extend for miles and miles. So I do like how that's working. Everything over here is kind of working and functioning really nicely. Really good. Really good. I like what we're doing. We need some staff rooms and stuff over here. And we do need to find that sweet spot of where we're going to place that. It's a little tight around this corner. We had much more room to work with over here. So we'll have to continue to look for where that staff room is going to go in. I'm kind of tempted to just quickly see how the rest of this little area is going to work. So if we say we want to do a little something like this. as a baggage claim on the other side. So something like that maybe. We'll have to tunnel it and bring it in over here, or see something like that maybe. Then this is kind of how you get out. We can have like a bathroom over here on the way out, or even on this side. But yeah, that kind of, it's a really interesting little mix and match of puzzle pieces over here at the moment. So I do like it. I do like the idea of having it like this. It's more interesting than just the standard plain stuff that we're seeing over here. But anyway, all in all, still very good. We're going to have lots of staff room potential over here. So maybe that's just what we do, and we just have some access doors to allow these guys to kind of pass through, because it'll all be secure though. Okay, guys, thank you so much for watching. If you've liked it, as always, please hit that like button. We will get to the big planes. I'm very sure next time we'll see one, but don't quote me on that. Yes, so hit that like button if you've enjoyed it. See you on the Discord. If you haven't joined already, please join and leave your comments down below. Bye-bye.